Dak Prescott has finally spoken and his words are hitting Cowboys Nation hard. After a brutal season filled with disappointment and frustration, Dak's comments are sparking intense reactions from fans across the spectrum. Some hear accountability and leadership, others hear questions that still need answers. The tone, the timing, and what he chose to say and not say are all being dissected. One thing is certain, Dak breaking his silence has reopened the conversation about the Cowboys' future, and emotions in Dallas are running high. Dak Prescott just broke his silence, and what he said has Cowboys Nation split right down the middle. After one of the most brutal, frustrating, and emotionally draining seasons in recent Dallas Cowboys history, the face of the franchise finally stepped in front of the noise. No scripted PR talk. No vague cliches. Just Dak, addressing the collapse, the criticism, and the future. And the fan reactions? Explosive. For months, the Cowboys season felt like a slow-motion car crash. High expectations, big contracts, Super Bowl talk in the summer, and then reality hit hard. Close losses? Blowout losses. Questionable play calling. Injuries. And when it mattered most, Dallas once again came up short. Through all of it, Dak Prescott stayed mostly quiet, letting the tape and the results speak for themselves. But now, with the season officially over and the criticism louder than ever, Dak decided it was time to talk. Dak didn't sugarcoat anything. He admitted the season was unacceptable. Those were his words. Unacceptable. For a quarterback who is usually careful with language, that hit different. He acknowledged that the team didn't meet the standard, that they let opportunities slip away, and that the blame doesn't fall on just one person. But he was clear about one thing: it starts with him. That line alone sent shockwaves through Cowboys social media. Some fans praised him for taking accountability, saying this is what a true leader sounds like. Others weren't impressed at all, firing back with comments like, "We've heard this before, and talk is cheap, wins matter." And that's the core of the debate surrounding Dak Prescott right now. Is he a great leader stuck in a flawed system? Or is he the ceiling that keeps this team from going all the way? Dak spoke about the pressure of wearing the star, saying that playing quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys is unlike anything else in sports. Every throw is analyzed. Every loss becomes a national headline. Every mistake turns into a meme. He admitted that the criticism gets heavy, especially after playoff failures, but insisted he's built to handle it. According to Dak, if he couldn't handle the pressure, he wouldn't be standing here still fighting for this team. That statement triggered a wave of reactions. One group of fans rallied behind him, pointing out that Dak has taken more criticism than almost any QB in the league over the past few years. They argued that the Cowboys' issues go far beyond the quarterback position, highlighting defensive breakdowns, coaching inconsistencies, and roster holes. Another group wasn't buying it. They pointed to his contract, the turnovers in big games, and the lack of deep playoff runs as proof that, pressure or not, elite quarterbacks are supposed to rise above chaos. Dak also addressed the narrative that the Cowboys collapse when it matters. He didn't deny it. Instead, he said that it's something the team has to own and fix, not run from. He talked about preparation, mindset, and execution, especially in high-stakes moments. He emphasized that winning in January isn't about talent alone, it's about discipline and details. Miss one read, one block, one assignment, and your season ends. That honesty surprised a lot of people. Then came the most emotional part of his comments. Dak talked about the fans. The loyal ones who stick with the team year after year, despite the heartbreak. He said he feels their frustration and understands why emotions boil over. He admitted that when fans say they're tired of hearing promises, he gets it. Because as a competitor, he's tired too. Tired of falling short. Tired of unanswered questions. Tired of seeing the season end earlier than it should. That moment softened even some of his harshest critics. For a brief moment, it felt like Dak wasn't just speaking as a quarterback, but as a fan himself who wants the same thing everyone else does, a championship in Dallas. But then the conversation shifted to the future, and that's where things got really intense. Dak made it clear that he has no intention of backing down, restructuring his mindset, or lowering expectations. He said the goal hasn't changed. Super Bowl or bust. He talked about off-season work, leadership growth, and holding everyone accountable, including himself. He didn't call out coaches or teammates by name, but he hinted that changes may be necessary if the Cowboys want different results. Fans immediately began reading between the lines. Was that a message to the coaching staff? To the front office? To Jerry Jones? Social media exploded with speculation. Some fans believe Dak is subtly signaling frustration with the system around him. Others think he's setting the stage for one final all-in run with this core. The reactions kept pouring in. One fan wrote, "I respect Dak for owning it, but I'll believe it when I see it." Another said, "He's not perfect, but he's not the problem either." And of course, the critics were loud. "Same speech, different year," one comment read. "If he was elite, we wouldn't be having this conversation." Former players and analysts also weighed in. Some praised Dak's maturity and leadership, saying this is exactly how a franchise quarterback should respond after a disappointing season. Others were more blunt, questioning whether Dallas has already seen Dak's ceiling. The debate wasn't just about Dak anymore. It was about identity. About whether the Cowboys need continuity or a complete reset. What makes this moment so important is timing. The Cowboys are at a crossroads. Contracts, coaching decisions, and roster moves are all looming. Dak Prescott's words weren't just a reaction to the past season, they were a message about what comes next. He's clearly aware that his legacy in Dallas is still being written, and that the next chapter may define how he's remembered. Some fans believe this is the beginning of Dak's redemption arc. That he's heard the noise, absorbed the criticism, and is ready to silence doubters. Others think this was his final chance to convince the fanbase, and words alone won't be enough anymore. One thing is undeniable, Dak Prescott breaking his silence has reignited the firestorm around the Cowboys. Hope, frustration, loyalty, and anger are all colliding at once. And that's what being the quarterback of America's team is all about. You're either the hero or the scapegoat, sometimes in the same game. As the offseason unfolds, every move will be magnified. Every comment will be dissected. And every snap next season will feel heavier than the last. Dak has spoken. The message is out there. Now the only thing left is action. So Cowboys fans, the question isn't just what Dak said. The real question is this: when the lights are brightest next season, will this be the moment we look back on and say, that's when everything changed, or just another chapter in a story we've heard before?